I received a comment from one of our subscribers, Mark, over the weekend, and he suggested that in one of the videos where I'm playing straight ahead swing with the trio, that I focus more on and 1 and 3. And he mentions this so that it swings harder, and it's actually correct. It's a good way to learn how to swing more, and we've discussed a lot about swing over the last few months. People are wondering what swinging backwards is and all of that. So in this video, what I've decided to do is we're just going to tackle another Christmas tune because it is the season, in this case, Ding Dong Merrily on High. And I've changed the bridge around a little bit so that the chords last a little bit longer. It's just a series of 2/5s. So while the melody remains intact, I've just extended the way it goes. So let me play this section of and 1 and 3. So what you're going to listen for is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. You're going to do that with your left hand. So let me play a little bit of that for you, and we'll see how it sounds. So you can see that what we're trying to do is just get that left hand to anticipate the beat. Now this is probably something that works better with the trio. So in this video, I'm going to talk about it in terms of a solo situation. All right, let's do this in steps. The first thing we're going to do is let me play the tune for you through a little bit rubato, just so you know and understand the tune. And I'll throw up some sheet music as well so you can follow along. So the fun part about that is, of course, I'm literally extending the bridge. So normally the bridge would go like this. So when the lyrics are just Gloria and you've got those chords, I've just extended those to make more 2/5s, and you can see that reflected in the lead sheet. All right. The next thing we're going to do is play just swing as solo piano without thinking too much about the and 1 and 3. And really the whole point of and 1 is to put a chord, like I said, before the ends, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. It's a great way to kind of push the beat forward, learn a little bit more about swinging hard. So if you just did that and 1 and 3 thing, that's not going to work really well, especially for the whole thing. I mean, it would sound something like this. Now that's great if you got a walking bass line, right? But in this case, we're doing solo piano. So let me play just a chorus through the head, thinking about swinging, but not necessarily too much about and 1 and 3. And just before we continue on with the video, I just wanted to let you know that if you like videos like this, it really helps the channel. If you give it a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate that. And if you want to subscribe, hit the little bell when you do, and we will notify you of all the upcoming videos that we're making. Right, so I think the interesting thing about that is you've got all of these 2/5s, right? That's a 2/5 of G minor, and then you're going a 2-5 of D minor, anticipating with this chord here, and then a 2-5 of C, and then a 2-5 of D minor, and then a 2-5 of C, and then this ending. It's just a line cliche. Okay, now to work on the and 1 and 3, what we're going to do is when we get to the bridge, we're just going to play the and of 1 and the and of 3 as much as we can. So it's a good exercise to play a melody like this and consistently play and 1 and 3. So in that case, I think it works really well because you're only doing it for a little bit and then finishing off with that line cliche at the end. So when you get to the C major chord and it goes down like this, kind of resolves it a little bit, because if you just stick with it too long, it doesn't really work. So it's a great idea, Mark, to play and 1 and 3. The question is, can you do that with solo piano? And in this case, just in that one section, you can do it. All right, let me go a little bit further here and think about and 1 and 3 when soloing without a bass player and a drummer as well. All right, let me post some sheet music for Ding Dong Merrily on High. It's just a lead sheet. I'm going to post it up here in the corner. You can go and download that. It's absolutely free to do so. If you want me to write out an entire arrangement, I can absolutely do that. I just need a couple of requests for it, and I'll make that happen. In the meantime, if you're looking for something else to do, we do have other Christmas tutorials turning Christmas tunes into jazz. You might want to check out White Christmas.